Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
The Allied High Command planned to invade the Italian mainland in two phases. The first step was an attack across the Straits of Messina on September 3, 1943.
British and Canadian troops have widened their bridgehead on the toe of the Italian mainland to a strip of land at least 40 miles wide.
The Allies hoped that this assault would divert attention away from a second, larger landing.
The strategy may be to allow the British 8th and the Canadians to draw the fire of the enemy, to cause the Italians and Germans to rush up defenses to the Calabrian Peninsula.
The great amphibious force of Lieutenant General Mark Clark, bound for Salerno. Night, and off Salerno, landings are made under a pattern of fire.
The U.S. Fifth Army, under the command of Mark Clark, landed at Salerno on September 9th. Initially, the invasion went well. However, the German defenders anticipated Allied strategy and counterattacked Clark's foothold on September 12th.
Tonight, in a seesaw battle of attack and counterattack, the American and British forces of the Fifth Army are fighting magnificently to hold the beachhead on the Gulf of Salerno below Naples. But we must face the fact that we may have lost the initiative that we held for 2 days. The last official news from the Salerno front was that the Germans had regained some of the ground we had taken previously and that the fighting was extremely fierce.
For the next 4 days, the Germans came close to driving the Allied force back into the sea. At a terrible expense of life, the U.S. Fifth Army beat off the enemy advance.
After careful planning by a staff composed of both American and British officers, the Fifth Army landed on the beaches at Salerno Bay and seized a bridgehead despite the resistance of enemy tanks, artillery, and machine guns from prepared positions. They steadfastly held their ground in the face of savage counterattacks. There was never any question of withdrawing.
By September 26th, almost 200,000 Allied troops were in Italy, ready to begin the arduous advance up the Italian peninsula to Rome. I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.